East Carolina Pirates. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pirates offense will get first crack at it today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
The Pirates will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's got it on the right. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Pirates in a good spot here with second and short. Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Caught in the backfield, it's Connor. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. To the air on second down. Caught near the sticks, it's Connor. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. The Pirates didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. To the air, it's Hauser. Pressure coming. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Tulane's offense will go to work for the first time today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's McCool. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Sports across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Big deal for coming. The shot yearly deal, 3% off. Saturday's a big deal stuck to Sunday.
On the move, it's McClure. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Here comes the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling the plays this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run the option. He breaks a tackle. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Green Wave! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Tight end now in motion. The give on the option. Hard running there. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Pirates in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Off play action on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Makes the grab on the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Pirates are on the move.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the time.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Run the cuts. Try. What are their names? What? The 6. We're killed by rat gun.
And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nevada. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Sends it back in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. On target. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense gets set for second down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tulane now facing third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he can...
Visit Rand at your local Home Depot now.
There's a reason Kyle Busch hates school zones. Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm.
Hey, Dad, maybe Mom can be a carnival next time.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
And now with that pick, man, that's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The give to the tailback. Still running at the 40. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Pirates want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Got enough for the first. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. On the run, it's Montgomery. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, East Carolina. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And there's so many targets to focus on. It's so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds a man on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They go to the ground. On the move at the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got his man downfield. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll immediately call timeout. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The short hands, it's Montgomery. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Connor. Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. Touchdown ECU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Gets the back moving. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. A score.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got some room to run. Touchdown Pirates. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Oh, another ball has been knocked free. Kicking team's got it. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
And I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create a turnover, but to score a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack.
We did see
On the ground, it's McClure. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Wyoming has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up 14 over Nevada. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Bringing the heat. And it's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Wait. It's not a credit card. Continues. We use these for self-defense.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They've been dominated, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. With the catch, it's Lee. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Pirates come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Pirates are in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Fakes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
Rides to back and leaves it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Pirates have it with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Looking to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Lost a throw on first down. But a little time, lets it go.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They're dealing with a second and long. Creates a little space. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Grabbed behind the line, it's McClure. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot in this offense.
Touchdown, Green Wave! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. On to attempt the try. Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. That deficit pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
They're charging Cassie.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Cassie's impatient. She has been
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some... And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Firing to the right, complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Looking for room. It's Galloway.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You haven't seen me in a pattern commercial in about 10 years.
The advantage of 3rd and medium, right, is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Now they'll run the draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll ride his man on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with it.
We say you still do.
Football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Looking for a man. It's Hauser. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. might be calling a hot route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Hi, Papa.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Great place to start for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
On the option, the pitch. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Yep, I was not aware of that.
She set out that day with lethal intent. She carried out this murder. She covered her tracks by disposing.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 7-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the ground with the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
is not enough.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
She knew if she could get past him and she could play for you with an ability, because everybody wasn't actively questioning all that. What Lieutenant Brady Pacou brought in for the Lieutenant, and Cassie started. You're on the truth. It wasn't some stupid bag of potato chips that got Cassie talking. It was Lieutenant Brady is
here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
It was a
Delay of game. Off offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. They'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
So let's go. We got some life. We made a big play.
What time you go to the Coast Guard tomorrow?
And we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Back to pass on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the lap.
Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Line out trying to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And they'll spread receivers all over the field. 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
I had the years. I mean, we started kindergarten at the same time. And it was only a few years after that once we realized how close we were to each other that we started walking home from school, heading to the park every day. And as the years went on, we kind of knew everything about each other. And we taught each other how to ride bikes.
Getting set for the point after. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Todd said it's 3 kids. Some of them went off snap, and it was everywhere. In our school, so many people were laughing at me, calling me a slut. I mean, I've never even kissed anyone before.
Wanted to go to the park that night.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
I could just see about anyone else around, and if you could just see what I was going through, everything just felt
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Laramie for some time. They're up by 28 over Nevada. Any change in momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
If you were defending yourself, why did you stay
He turned it back on.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And then you
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. This offense has it with really good field position. They want that clock to run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
The Pirates will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
If you were truly self-defense, why don't you retaliate?
New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You have got to be the more physical unit right now.
Off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal.
If you still have symptoms after trying Humira,
scanning the field, it's Barbers. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Severe risk increases in age 50 plus with heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you have copies of this infection. Hep B or C, small drop that can. Don't take it.
Don't settle it.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal as they are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Tosses it incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
In the rain.
So we've got the 720 working.